Hello, I'm going to go over this worksheet, Roche limit of Saturn's orbit. And the Roche limit is something that all planets would have and stars would have. It's just this boundary where, and there's an image of it down here. It's this boundary where a normal moon or satellite, if it gets too close, once it hits that Roche limit, it'll start to break apart. And we see that here. It starts off, here's our planet or star or whatever it may be. This is a satellite that's orbiting it. When it's well outside that gravity, it is spherical. As it gets closer to this Roche limit, it starts to elongate like a potato because that gravity's pulling on it. And then once it reaches this limit, it literally starts to disintegrate and break apart under the gravity from that object. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Saturn and where its Roche limit is and some of the other things that we see in orbit. So first thing we're going to do here, we're going to draw a line through this dot and right through the center of Saturn. So as best you can, it should go right through the center. This is representing Saturn's core. So this is the center of Saturn, and we're going to go out from Saturn, just like if we were going out from right here. And the Roche limit is right in the middle of this last ring. So right about, kind of goes right through the middle of that ring. And that is the Roche limit. So that means if anything's coming towards Saturn, if a moon is coming towards Saturn, once it gets to that limit, it starts to break up. And it's not a coincidence that the rings all start right around that Roche limit because the moons come in closer and then they start to break up, and that's what formed these rings. And we've got our A ring, if you go straight up here, our B ring, our C ring, that's what each one of those are. All right, so now let's add some of the moons that we're gonna see orbiting Saturn. So all of the major moons of Saturn are well outside of this Roche limit. They're all orbiting out here. The ones that are closest to it, so I'm gonna draw this, it's not a dot, it's more like a potato here. This is Prometheus. This is one of the small moons of Saturn, and it's very small and potato shaped. There's another one about the same size called Pandora, and it is also very close to that Roche limit, so it is stretched out and elongated like a potato. As we get a little further out, we start to get more spherical in shape. So we've got Janus, and this one's almost a sphere. It looks like a sphere. It's pretty close to it, but still a little misshapen. We go further, and we've got Mimas, and this one is a sphere, and they're also gonna get bigger. So you'll notice that as we go out away from Saturn, these moons are going to get bigger. That's why I'm drawing these circles larger and larger. And then we talked about Enceladus, about the same size here. That's the one that makes up the E ring. Beyond that, a little bit bigger, is Tethys. And then about the same size past that orbit is Dione. And I'm drawing these like in orbit here, right? So they'd be out at each of these points away from Saturn. So Tethys, Dione, and then well past our image here, the largest of Saturn's moons is Titan. And Titan would be like I was gonna draw it to scale, and you don't have to shade that one in, but if you're gonna shade it in, it'd be much bigger than these ones. And it is much further out in its orbit. This is Titan. And we'll say farther out, actually with an A, farther out. Okay, I hope this helps. Thank you very much.